Okay, welcome to the show. Now, with me in the studios is PK, aka Pranati Khanna. Hi,
What's up?
welcome to Radio 1. How are you doing?
Thank you for having me. I'm doing good. I'm very excited about being in Bangalore because I love Bangalore.
Yes, thank you.
But but I was very sorely disappointed with the traffic.
That's everyone. That's it's part of Bangalore's charm at the moment. Dude.
Yeah.
It's part of Bangalore's charm.
Yeah.
PK is an independent artist from Hyderabad. She's a two-time TED Talk speaker, and she's the recipient of the Asia Inc. 500 Award for her contribution to art and music. Congratulations!
Thank you.
And she had a band called Ragamuffin, and now she is going solo with her band as well, though. Like it's a PK collective, I would say.
Yeah.
But she's opened for Pratik Kohar in the past, Mad Boy Mink, and so many more artists. And this is her sixth single that's out.
Yeah.
It's called Squeaky Clean. Now, you've probably heard Sunshine on the Street on the studios, on the airwaves, and that's by you.
Yep. That
I-
is by me.
I love that song. It's
Thank
such a nice and vibey song to just relax to. And, I'm so glad we have you in the studio. So, welcome once again to Radio 1.
Thank you, and I really think this place is very cool.
Like weather-wise, not really because all the AC is outside for some reason. We're all sweating in here. But yeah, I'm glad you think it's cool. It's awesome to have you here. Now, when I first heard Squeaky Clean, I was in the car in the parking lot. And dude, the first line was sitting in the car in the parking lot. And I was like, yes, that's what I'm doing.
That's-
and
yeah.
it just hit home. And before I get into the song though, I want to talk more about the song. But I want to ask you, in the music scene, like I think it's picking up at the moment, across India. What are your experiences over the past few years? With the artists that you've collaborated, that you've spoken to, met with. How do you feel the scene is at the moment?
I really think that the scene, after seeing like progressively over the last few years since we were with the Ragamuffins till now, things have just, I don't know, just escalated. There's so much music coming out of this country. And there are lots of artists from abroad, but like NRIs, like,
Yeah.
like they're coming back over here and they're making a name for themselves. And there's so much good hip hop, there's so much good R&B. People are experimenting. There's festivals. There's, I think after pandemic especially,
Yeah.
all of these venues kind of opened up and
Yes.
they went full power, man. Like they were like, no, we have to have gigs all the time.
Yeah.
All the time. And then so like bands were just going everywhere and they were like, yeah, I'm on tour, man. It's been really fun. So I'm very impressed with the independent music scene
Yes.
right now.
It's picking up, and I'm so many artists like Ranj, Clifford,
Oh, I love those guys.
So they've got such a nice vibe to them that I hope one day we see a PK Ranj Clifford. You never know.
You never know.
You never know. Predicting it here in Radio One
Putting
Studios.
it out there, guys.
Manifesting it over here.
Yes.
Now, Squeaky Clean is your sixth song. It's a great song. It's beautiful, so relaxing and mellow, and it's a great drive song, as you said. And tell me more about it. How did the entire song come about?
So, I've been thinking so much lately about how much everyone has just been going through. I was making this joke yesterday with a friend. It felt like 2022. So many things went wrong for a lot of people. Like a lot of people were just going through a lot of stuff. Okay. And this one friend of mine, she's this very spiritual person. She says to me, oh, this is happening because Mercury is in retrograde.
I don't know.
And I was like,
Gatorade? What?
Gatorade. What are you talking about? Anyway, so she explained it to me. And she said, most of the things going wrong, if you notice, is just miscommunication between a lot of people. Or even if it's like between in a relationship or in, in the workspace or whatever. It's just two people just not understanding what the other's saying. And I realized that a lot of my bad times that I was having this year as well, whether it was personally or whatever it was, just kind of made me feel gunky, I feel like every year it's just like one thing
Piling
after
over the
oh
other,
my
yeah.
god, and I just wanted to do like this spring cleaning of my life, and I just slowly just started cutting out the, am I allowed to say crap? Just started cutting
Said it now anyway, go for it.
I just slowly started cutting out the bad stuff, cleaning out the cobwebs, and I felt like I just wanted to walk into whatever new phase I was walking into. Squeaky clean.
Nice.
No rubbish. And the reason that video is the way it is because I think the last time I ever felt like fresh or like excited about, oh, there's nothing planned, I don't know where anything is going, I have a full fresh slate, was when I was a kid.
Awesome.
Yeah, and I loved that. I missed that so much. And so I went to my parents' house and I shot that video in the backyard. with my best friend. We grew up together. Like we used to
Sweet.
have birthday parties in that garden and all.
Nice.
So I was like, I want that vibe, and I just want to feel just fresh, you know. Just want to get rid of all the gunk.
That's so nice because, okay, as you said, so this year I met with 2 accidents.
Oh my god.
And yeah, it was crazy. Like, it was one of them, I almost found my pinky that day. It was a wild story. I'll get into that much later. But as you said, but it's been a up and down year for me. So I know when you said Squeaky Clean, I was like, yeah, I feel like I am, rubbing off all the gunk, as you said, like just scraping it all off. And the video is so nice, so sweet, it's so wholesome, right? Tell me about the entire shooting process, like, and how you conceptualize it.
So this was the thought behind it, which was I just want to relive my childhood, get that vibe going again.
Yeah.
And the other thing was, I don't know how many of you have watched this wonderful channel when you were kids called ITV.
No, I don't think I have.
Okay. Anyone in Hyderabad at least would have had ITV. And ITV was this one channel which would play all these music videos, and you had to call them.
Okay.
You had to call them, and you could like pick what song you wanted next, and it would queue up your song next.
Oh,
so
sweet.
People were like calling, they would be on the phone all the time, and I was always calling them, and I was always selecting Linkin Park songs,
Nice,
Bizkit
yeah.
songs, Megadeth, whatever. And there's this like filter, all these 90s music videos used to have, or 80s also. And so I wanted to get that vibe going.
Nice.
Mixed in with this whole my birthday party in the garden kind of vibe, me playing with my doll's house. So that doll's house that's in the video, that was actually made by my grandpa for my mum back when she was a kid. And that little truck also.
Yeah.
And those were kind of passed down to my sister. I mean, we played with our dolls in that house also. And so it's just this collective of just pure little things, you know. And the day we were shooting, we went to my parents' backyard, and there's this one crew that I always shoot all my music videos with. I did it for You Don't Have to, Sunshine on Street, this one also. And we filled this. Okay, so backstory is my mom is actually a pastor, okay? So she has this baptism pool. So I wanted a scene which is in this pool.
Okay.
And so we filled up her baptism pool, and she was yelling at me from inside. She said, "If you deflate my pool, terrible things are going to happen to many people." And I'm like, what? Nothing is going to happen to anyone. We're not deflating your baptism pool. So we
Did
shot.
Did you baptize anybody else in that pool?
Only I was baptized.
Okay.
So that was a cute scene, and everyone at the shoot, because the whole concept was just a sweet, pure vibe. Everyone just went back with like a good feeling, and I felt happy about that. I was like, okay, if this video has to do one good thing here, starts off in a good way, fine, good. And when we finished shooting it, when we were editing it also, so many people that were on this little team editing the video, they all just had the same thing to say, which is it was nostalgic.
Right.
So at that point, I was like, okay, fine, I've achieved my goal.
You cracked it, yeah.
I may have, I don't know.
No, you did. Okay. I think it did. Definitely did. Like, it gave me those vibes as well. Like, brought me back to my childhood. I'm like, okay, yeah, when I was a kid, like, we used to have this little pond that we used to go in there. I remember our friends of mine. And there were these toads that we were around there. And we named one of the toads, I remember, Speedy, because he was so fast. And it just reminded me of that time.
Yeah.
We go to this park, we chill there. And it's such a nice and wholesome video.
Yeah.
So I want to thank you on behalf of everyone listening and watching that. Thank you for such a nice song.
Thank
such
you.
a lovely, beautiful song.
Yeah, that means a lot, thanks.
Now, I'm sure there are challenges with the video though, and the song as well.
For sure.
Walk me through those.
I think recording the song, I think getting the sound down. If you listen to any of the songs that are released before this, they were a little bit different. They were a little more poppy. And because I've been singing so much jazz and R&B over the last couple of years, I started writing more songs like that. But I was very nervous about venturing into this genre that I feel like so many other people in the country had already nailed.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, I'm going to be a newbie over here. People are going to judge me for it. So, yeah. But I said, you know what? I'm just going to do it. So,
right.
Jonathan Edward, Eddie, who plays with me, also produces my music. He just laid down the music for the track. I did the vocals. And then there was this whole thing of who's going to mix and master this track. And then my PR, who spoke to Rani, like she was like, oh, you have to submit a song 2 weeks in advance for it to blah, blah, blah. And all our deadlines were just going out of the window.
Right.
It's the usual teething kind of thing before you release anything. The music video was delayed in editing because I didn't want a half-assed thing coming out. I said ass. Sorry. Basically our deadlines were all None of them met. But I said November 23rd, I want to put out this song because it's my sister's birthday, my older sister. And because this whole thing was about my childhood, our childhood, I wanted to come out on her birthday, whatever it is.
Right.
So I just did it. But the difficulty with that, not meeting your deadlines, and for any other indie artist listening to me right now, if you don't meet your deadlines, all of those playlists that you want to be on that particular day, in the week after, all of that is all going to get pushed forward. It's just meet your deadlines.
But you are in those playlists right now.
I am. But it's like, it's going way slower than it would have if I'd met my deadlines.
That's okay. That's fine. Deadlines are meant to be broken. Yeah. I think so, hopefully.
That's music, man. Like,
it's music. You just got to go with the flow and just feel it. And Squeaky Clean.
Yeah.
Now, you've performed across India, right? Out of all the cities you performed, which is your favorite city to perform in?
Recently, I think Chennai was damn nice, okay?
I'm offended. You should have said Bangalore then and there.
Wait, okay, Bangalore. The first, actually, my first favorite one of the year was Fandom. Right. Hands down.
Yeah.
Because a lot of like friends and family were like there, apart from a whole bunch of people that I never even knew listened to my music.
Right.
So it was because in Fandom you have to like sell your own tickets, get your own crowd, right? Yeah. And I was like, oh my god, no one's gonna come for my show, because I just started venturing out into other cities, and this was one of my first few in Bangalore was Peekay. If it was the Ragamuffins, people would have been there, but this was Peekay. And then I came here and I was so pleasantly surprised at how many people turned up. I was very happy. And then after we went to Chennai, and Chennai also was really good, but then Delhi before that, I am obsessed with the Piano Man Jazz Club.
Wow.
And I've played there quite a few times now, and hands down I have to say that that's my favorite vibe.
That's your best gig though? Or your best gig this year?
I don't know. This year's actually had quite a few really good gigs, but I just love the vibe of the venue.
Right.
And the people that come there, because a lot of other venues, people come there for many things. They come there for the food, the drinks, they come to hang out. But at the Piano Man, people are just coming for the music.
That's great.
So I think Delhi first. Okay, we'll put Bangalore second. And Chennai third.
Amazing. Yeah. Superb. Now, you also have some bad gigs, I'm sure.
Oh man. Where do we begin?
I want to talk about that. Tell me one of your worst gigs that you had, and tell me the story about that.
Boy, recently we had some nonsense.
Some terrible ones, right?
Oh my god. Okay. I mean, there was the last one we played in Hyderabad. Macau. We're going to cut out names of locations.
Okay.
My god. God only knows who told these people to book us. Okay, this is a family restaurant type vibe.
Okay.
But it's a club.
Huh?
It's a club, but people had their children there. And there was a table of grandparents and we've come in with our banger ass set, and we've come in with our banger set, and we set up and everything. And this was their anniversary. Like, they had a 3-day anniversary thing, and the night before they had some DJ, one whole ensemble, and it looked like it was a crazy time.
Place, yeah.
So I was like, okay, we're gonna have it. It was a Sunday. Little thinking, okay, Sunday, everyone's gonna be winding down.
Yeah.
They're gonna come out with their grandparents and their children. But why would you bring them to a pub? I said club just now. A
pub. It's a new word you made in the radio studios.
Why would you bring them to a pub? And it was just rubbish.
Man.
I mean, I hate a vibe where don't get a band to a family restaurant.
Yeah. I think that just makes no sense, right?
No. Not unless they're like a cover band, you playing commercial music, whatever, like weird.
But no indie artist to a
no
family gig.
And the one before that, which was weird, I wouldn't say it was bad, was the Mercedes gig.
It's very weird.
Why was it weird?
We went for this. The organizer, first of all, got smashed. Okay,
amazing.
And he kept calling us and saying, why aren't you on the stage? But we were on the stage.
Did he call you on stage and be like, why aren't you on stage?
Okay, in his defense, we were just about to start it was in halves, okay? Because they were revealing this car and in between the band has to play.
Okay.
And so we got on, got off. So second time we had to get on, we were just behind and we were literally in the shadows, okay? Backstage, in the shadows. So he couldn't see us, and he was flying. He calls up our manager, who is in Delhi,
Oh man.
to say, I can't find the band. And then The manager calls the Alex, our drummer, and Alex was like, but we're behind the stage, we're like right here. Then he calls up the guy, and the guy calls Alex, and he's like, you are not here. And Alex said, but I am here. He's like, no. And then we got on stage and we started playing, and then later this guy was like, oh, I'm very sorry, actually I'm very drunk.
I like that. I'm very sorry.
Yeah.
I'm very drunk at the moment.
Yeah.
I like it. I'm glad they he said that.
He said that.
That's nice.
It was a very strange gig. It finished in
45
minutes. Yeah.
You got paid, you went home.
That was it.
You're happy about it.
Very happy. Yeah.
Now, I'm a huge fan of conspiracies. I like conspiracies. I like going into these weird angles and thinking about different things.
Yeah.
What is your favorite conspiracy that you've ever heard?
There's so many, but my recent one that I've been obsessed with, actually just Googling a lot, is someone said, I don't know who started this rumor or this conspiracy, but that Avril Lavigne is actually dead. And that she died after releasing her second album, Let Go.
Uh-huh.
No, that was her first album. One of the... no, I don't remember which album it was.
Her second album, I think.
Second album.
I'm not sure. I'm just saying it.
What was the first one was called Let Go. The second one was called... The one that she had, like... Anyway.
No. I forgot.
What. Okay, Avril Lavigne based the conspiracy theory that she died after releasing one of her first few albums. And that the person that we've been seeing since then, the more cutesy punk version of her, is her body double. And you have to watch these videos of them proving this theory, because it's actually very, very believable.
Do you believe it?
I don't know. Because at some point I was like, where has my beloved Avril Lavigne gone? Like,
Right.
why is she so cute? This is not what I signed up for. Where's the dark emo? She still is. She got too cute. And I was like, no, this is...
It's like not a bad thing, isn't it, though? For you, I think it is.
I don't know. I hope that she's alive.
It's alive, yeah. Yeah, the original one.
I hope the OG
The
Avril
OG
Lavigne is
is the
alive.
one.
I was very disturbed to hear that this might be a body double.
You know what? The other thing is, I've also heard the theory that Paul McCartney, that's the main thing that's going around, right? Paul McCartney is dead.
Yeah.
And that his, not body double, but apparently a lookalike who won a contest for a Paul McCartney contest, he's Paul McCartney now.
Yeah, I heard that one too.
And apparently his name is Billy Shears.
Shit.
And you know why Billy Shears, though? You heard that? If you're a Beatles fan, you know.
Yeah.
Sgt. Pepper's.
Yeah.
Billy
And if you
Shears.
play it backwards, it says Paul is dead.
Paul is dead, yeah. Not only that, in one of the songs, Strawberry Fields Forever, I think, right at the end of it, there's like this whole weird thing's happening, right? And then
It's
you
just
hear
music.
John Lennon saying, I buried Paul.
Oh man. Is this
Yeah.
also when you play it backwards, or
No,
it's in the music?
It's in the music. But it's either I buried Paul or I'm very bored. It's either one of those two things. But yeah, it could be I buried Paul. But
there's so many people who are obsessed with this one also.
the Paul McCartney one is one of the most famous ones that, like, you know, have you watched the new Beatles documentary though?
No, I haven't.
Oh my god. I watched like half of it because it's way too long. It's like 6 hours. And I watched half of it. And you've heard Get Back, I'm sure.
Yeah.
When he starts, like, yeah, that's the one, exactly.
Yeah.
They show him like make that song, like just jamming.
And the documentary.
In the documentary.
Okay.
Like, it's basically, the documentary is just like unseen footages of them, you know, rehearsing
Yeah.
for their rooftop gig that they planned out for. And you can just see Paul McCartney strumming, and he's like, da-na-na. And you just see him make that song at that moment, and it's a wild moment. Like, it's so
History.
mind blowing, and you're like, that it's an incredible song, and it came from that moment.
Oh my god.
It's beautiful.
Dude, I have to watch this on Netflix.
It's on Disney Hotstar.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
Which reminds me I have to renew my Hotstar.
It reminds me, I have to renew my Hotstar too, actually. I got the notification the other day. I was like, your Hotstar is expiring. I was like, oh no.
Same here.
Now, anything new on the horizon from Peekay? What can we expect?
Lots of shows, lots of live gigs.
Superb.
Because I think we're all falling in love with this whole live vibe that we've been starved for the last couple of years. But also lots of new music. After I put out Sunshine on the Street in January, I wanted to just redefine what I was as a sound, and this is like the first of all of the rest of the songs that's going to come. It's
Amazing.
Squeaky Clean. So after Squeaky Clean, I think we have another 3 or 4 lined up till maybe
All recorded
July.
ready?
Recorded, need to go mastered, blah blah, all the rest of it. But ready, yeah.
Sweet. Can't wait. And Squeaky Clean is out on all streaming platforms,
Yeah.
and we are looking to play it on the radio as well. So
Yes.
watch out for that. It's a great song. Do check it out. It's by Peekay, and thank you for coming on the studios once again.
Thanks for having me.
And of course, I want to get you to just tell our listeners and our viewers why they should listen to Peekay's Squeaky Clean.
Do I have to look in there?
Yeah, you can.
Okay. You should listen to Squeaky Clean because it is a happy, positive vibe, and my attempt at putting an affirmation out to everybody that no matter what you've gone through, you can always start over with a clean slate and things are going to get better, hopefully.
Awesome. Thank you so much for coming down.
Thanks for having me.
Have a nice day. Bye-bye.
94.3 Radio 1.